Listen, that Inferno match was one of the most grueling things I had ever endured in pro wrestling.
And what the contract look like on something like that?
Same pay? He's going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys had a WWE Hall of Famer in Space City Collective in your store.
Nice.
Yeah, the worm. One time for the worm.
That's brand new price right there.
True.
How much is it? $6,000.
$6,183.
But we got to include.
They're worn by MVP.
Worn by MVP at All In, Texas.
Another day, another dollar as I holler to the world. I love the way I'm living, love the Gucci, love the girls, love the parties and the clubs, love the models and hot tubs, love the German engineering set on deep dish dubs. Another tour around the world, entertaining the fans. I love walking through the airport, taking pictures, shaking hands. Every day for me's an oyster, crack it open, find a pearl. I love the way I live is what I holler to the world.
Welcome back to Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze, presented by Buzzer.
Buzzer is a creator-first sports platform built for today's fan. It brings together original shows, podcasts, short-form content, and live sports conversation in one place, covering MLB, NFL, NBA, and NHL with pro wrestling in the mix every Friday.
And every Friday, Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze drops first on Buzzer, with full episodes hitting YouTube Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern.
So, if you want real conversation, real perspective, and no extra noise, you're in the right place.
And on April 24th, we've got a big one coming up with your boss.
Hey, wait. In that episode, he specifically said, today I'm no one's boss.
He did.
Today we're all friends here. And we were literally just marking out
Right up.
pro wrestling. That's right, TK, Tony Khan, joins us on April 24th.
The boss of all bosses, the man behind AEW.
With a hell of an Armani suit.
Facts.
I mean, he's also a major part of a little NFL team. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
And the Premier League's Fulham FC.
So make sure y'all are here for that one, man.
Also on Buzzer, Josh Pate's NFL Draft podcast series drops every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
And that leads us into Buzzer's Night 1 and Night 2 NFL Draft watch-alongs on April 23rd and 24th.
Brett Coleman is also dropping NFL content every weekday leading up to the draft.
That's what's happening on Buzzer.
All sports, no noise.
Welcome back to Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze.
I'm Montel Vontavious Porter, the half-man, half-amazing baller superstar. And this
Yes.
is my partner in rhyme, the ever-so-talented Dwayne Swayze.
Yeah. Also known as VIP's uncle. What up, what up, VIP, baby?
VIP's in the building. In the building right now. Very special occasion.
Yes.
Very, very special occasion. 50th episode of Marking Out.
I cannot believe it, man.
Dude, it's been almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah, applause is fine.
Yeah.
Applause.
Clap
Thank
for
you,
that.
thank you.
Clap for that.
Yeah, 50 episodes. It's been, we're going on a year. And then this has been, like, man, I've had a lot of fun.
I have too, man. I learned a lot.
You're sitting up under my learning tree.
10-4. Right.
But I've learned a lot, too. I've also learned a lot. So it's pretty cool. And I figured, since we're here at Space City Collective and we're doing a very special episode, I thought I'd bring a very special bottle along.
Oh, is this 18?
Glenfiddich 18.
Oh, yes.
This is for the sophisticated palate, man. This ain't for you. What's that drivel that I hate so much? The cinnamon syrup. That cinnamon syrup. What is that?
Something ball. Fireball.
Yes, we are men here. We drink whiskey-flavored whiskey.
Let me ask Chino and Gio to bring some. Do you need?
Right in your face. Unless you bring in the kind.
Oh no! There we go. Take that out, Ryan.
No, leave that in. Look at that.
Man, special occasion, man.
Small batch.
Right on.
So I figured, hey, man, we're going to celebrate a little bit. So I'm going to open up this bottle.
Okay.
I'm going to pour us some drinks.
Right on.
And Let's get the show on the road,
All right, so we're talking sneakers today, right?
We're talking, look, today, this is a special episode
Yes.
because we are in a sneaker boutique.
Yes.
See, some of you guys go to sneaker stores, and some of us go to sneaker boutiques.
Yes, yeah.
No, those, as my mom used to say when I was a kid, bank loan sneakers. I don't know where you get, what my mom used to say, I don't know how you get champagne taste on a beer budget with those bank loan sneakers.
Bank loan sneakers.
Hey, listen, man. I remember when in 85, I know I'm telling my age, but 85, Fila's came out.
Okay.
To us, they were out. You know.
Right.
They were tennis wear for the refined rich people. And then somehow the hood got a hold of Fila's. And that was the first $100 sneaker that I ever saw. And if you saw somebody walking with Fila's, and this was in 85, so that was like maybe 3 to 1, maybe $300 back then. Like we was wearing Pro-Keds and Chuck Taylors, and Nikes were doing their thing. You had Converse, but Fila's, and it's funny to see how the brand Fila went from being this elite, super high-end brand to now it's at Ross and Marshall.
Yeah, I've only seen it that way.
Yeah. It used to be an elite brand, and it's not anymore. But when the Jordan dropped, oh my God, the $100 sneaker became a thing.
But that's the same time then, right? Same.
Just a little, it was. Yeah, the Jordan drop, and then the Air Flight, because I wasn't wearing the Jordans, I was wearing the Air Flights. But just, when my mother lost her mind when she found out that I paid $100 for a pair of sneakers. Yeah,
but you had that shoebox under your bed probably filled with enough hundreds to...
Well, that's the part my mom had trouble with. Where are you getting this money for these sneakers? As a matter of fact, this is a true story. My mother actually asked me one day, did you somebody for this money? I looked at my mother with a straight face. I looked her right in her eyes and I said, no, Mom, I didn't anybody.
Understood.
Can we, will I get canceled for laughing about the that I used to do?
Ryan's shaking his head, yes. So we got to take this out.
It's content.
Content.
I might get edited out, but what the hell. All right, let's talk.
All right, so since we are in a sneaker boutique and we're here at Space City Collective, that's 11200 Broadway Street in Pearland, Texas, at the Pearland Town Center. We're going to talk some sneakers. So, P, who are some real sneakerheads in AEW and WWE that you actually talk shoes with? So, not the folks who just wear expensive sneakers, but people who know their pairs, their colorways, release dates, things like that.
Okay, so first and foremost, I got to come clean. I do not like Michael Jordan as a human being. I think he's a terrible person. And for the longest time, I refused to wear Jordans just because I didn't care for Mike.
Okay.
I didn't want to be like Mike. But then somebody gave me as a gift a pair of Jordans, but they were the Cactus Jack, Travis Scott high tops, and it was a very nice gift. And I found out how much those sneakers cost. And I was like, oh, okay, they gave them to me, I wear them, And then me and Omos started riding together. And
the Nigerian
giant. And I had no idea how knowledgeable this dude is about. When you talk about sneakerhead, he is the definition.
Oh, word. Okay.
Of a sneakerhead. He taught me more I thought I knew about sneakers. No, Omos taught me more than I ever thought I could know about sneakers. You're talking about colorways. I didn't know who Tinker Hatfield was. Omos told me. You see, you don't know who that is, right?
No. I think I actually know something that's not Adidas related, and I'm looking off camera. Gio, I'm locking eyes with you. Yeah. I believe that this is the designer who actually designed the Jordans.
Hey!
Thank you for joining us for episode 50. Good night.
Don't get no higher than that. I didn't know who he was, but he taught me, and then, I'm hanging out with him, and he's always wearing the J's. I'm wearing my Adidas, and I wear some Nikes.
And they make J's in size 20 something?
Dude, legit, I forgot. I think he's like 18.
18. Oh, 18 we were in Dallas, and I tried to get his pair when we were leaving the Blues. Yeah, I was like, I can't fit these.
Nah, you tried to sneak them.
Yeah.
You tried. But, so riding together with him, and, I'm talking, and then I hooked somebody else up with some tickets, and they were kind enough to hook me up as a gift with some J's. So the first pair of J's that I had, I didn't pay for because I just wouldn't. And then I'm hanging out with Big O. And the next thing I know, we're shopping and, okay, I'll buy a pair, And then we went to Cool Kicks LA.
Okay, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, you were out there.
Yes, sir.
And, we walked out of there. I think I said I want to say close to 20 pairs of sneakers because he had to have his people help walk the bags out to the car because he bought for him and his wife.
Right.
And I think I bought 4 pairs. But one of the pairs that I bought were the Travis Scott Swarovski crystal white ones that I wore it all in. And I have them here today. I'm going to present them. I'm going to show you these amazing sneakers that probably cost your mortgage. Just, because that's the truth of it. But I'm a heel, man.
It is what it is, guys.
I'm just saying, man. There's levels. There's levels to this, right? So as far as sneakers go, Omos put me up on Sneaker Game, talking sneakers. But the Young Bucks are actually big sneakerheads, and they can talk sneakers.
Okay.
They've got a huge collection. They know designs and years and all that. So they're pretty.
They're wrestling in these. P.
Oh, and that's part of the beauty of it, because just like if I tell you casually that I drop probably twice your mortgage payment on a pair of sneakers, and that makes you go, man, screw that guy. They're wrestling in those sneakers.
Yeah.
So they're in some. Like when they broke out the Dior Jordans.
Yeah. I don't have a point of reference on the price. What are those?
At the time, man. Let me look off camera to the professionals over here for a second. The Jordan Dior's, when they first dropped, what was the aftermarket price going on those?
The lows were about...
The highs?
The highs were about 10.
10 G's.
10
Yeah.
10 to 15K.
Went for more.
Yeah.
To super kick people. For
$10,000 super kick all up in your beep. So, and I see the young dudes get mad at me sometimes, like, yo, OG, why you creasing them shoes, man? Because they're shoes, I wear them. But the Young Bucks out here wrestling in $10,000 sneakers.
Yeah.
And, I mean, when you make a few $1 million a year, what's 10 grand? You write it off, whatever.
Just a super kick party.
That's all. So, yeah, that's pretty my sneaker talk for the most part.
Right on.
We got a special occasion, man.
That's right.
Here's to 50 episodes gone by and 50 episodes to come. Cheers. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's
Sweet nectar of the gods.
cut.
All right. Let's move it along.
All right, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So on Raw, Monday Night Raw, this is January 8th, 2024.
Yes.
Damian Priest wore the Jordan 12 Field Purple.
Yes.
All right. So there's a story behind that choice.
There is.
And you have a lot to do with this. So can you please tell us that story?
First things first. Bam!
Oh,
And I didn't even know he was going to ask me this question.
in the flesh.
But when these shoes dropped, the Shield was the thing, and they were doing the black and purple. And Damian Priest, good friend of mine, I have so much respect for that dude because we go back to when he was on the Indies.
No, Shield?
I'm not
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Thank you. Judgment Day. It's already working.
Already, yeah. That's
It's already working.
it's got me leaning.
Yes, the Judgment Day. Yeah, I was way off on that one. But purple and black.
Yep.
And when those dropped, I went to him right away because I wasn't wearing J's yet, but I was like, yo, you have to have these for your gear.
Right.
You got to come out rocking these. Like, these were made for you. And he was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. You're right. And I think he got like 3 pairs of them.
Right on.
But yeah, so I will take credit for directing Damian to those particular sneakers.
Good call, Damian.
Yeah, it was a good call. Yeah, I thought they looked great on him.
So Pete, have you ever wrestled in sneakers?
Never.
I have seen the ball and elbow. You slid across and it reminded me of something of The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my inspiration from The Rock. And in that moment, I thought, as I was sliding, this can go really good or really bad.
Yeah, I stood up. I remember at the TV like, is he gonna? Okay, yeah,
I can only hope to be as cool as the great one and pull that off.
Yeah, we got to splice those videos together, Ryan.
Yeah, right. Simultaneous. Yeah. Yeah, but that's why you shouldn't be wearing hard bottoms in the ring. And you know what? To be fair, the evolution of the Hurt Syndicate, initially suit and ties with businessmen handling our business, all wearing. And for me, my hard bottoms were Gucci. Didn't care for Louis Vuitton. Gucci was my brand. I like wearing Gucci. So all my hard bottoms were Gucci. And then as time went on, this sneaker culture has grown to where it is now acceptable to wear sneakers with suits.
Right.
And I think I saw it mostly like watching like the sports shows where you see, the pro athletes wearing their suits with sneakers. And the anchors, the host, the main, initially, it seemed like they were resisting that. Now everybody got on sneakers on the sports show.
Yeah. Robert Kraft was the first person I saw. I was like, okay, that's acceptable. If this billionaire, he's got on some J's.
And I said, I don't know if they're doing that on Wall Street, like Brooks Brothers. I don't know if certain places are allowing, But I will say, for me, with the evolution of our team, we have slowly morphed into, now I don't wear a tie as much, and I've switched to wearing more sneakers with the outfits than the hard bottoms. And man, when we had the street fight with the man.
Yeah, Ro Ricochet got at you, man.
Yeah, but you see that big egg on his head?
I did.
Bobby had on some white Jordan 4s. Yeah, he had the 4s on, right? Yeah, some content creator did a whole promo about Bobby committed a federal crime wrestling in the Jordan 4s. I think I had on 1s. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't matter. But the point was, in the street fight, I came dressed to fight in the street, But we have updated our look now. And we always got to bring Shelton along because he's the straggler on the fashion. I got to keep him sharp because I'll have on a fresh suit and some J's, and Bobby will have on a fresh suit and some J's, and Shelton will have on a fresh custom-made suit with some, Reeboks or something. No, not Reeboks. Not quite.
Nothing wrong with the Reeboks.
No, I think one time he actually legit had on the Thundercat Theodoras, I think, or something, which are actually pretty cool. Man, where'd you get those from, man? So, we got to bring Shelton.
Right on.
World-class athlete, but fashion is not his strong point. That's what he's got big breath for. I bring him along.
Right on. So I want to circle back to the Young Bucks. So they've gone from wrestling in pairs like the Jordan 5 Retro 3 Lab 5, the Jordan 1 Retro High NRG, to wearing off-white Jordan 1 Euros and Louis Vuitton LV trainers on TV. So at what point does that stop being just footwear and becoming a part of the presentation?
I think it has become part of the presentation now. I think part of their appeal as heels is that they literally wrestle in sneakers that cost as much as a car.
Those are vehicles, man.
You can buy a car so if you're just a regular working class individual, and hey man, times are rough these days. It's hard. People are having a hard time making ends meet, and then you got these out here wrestling in $10,000 sneakers. That's easy to dislike that person. Especially when they make it a point to come out with color coordinated with these sneakers that you can't afford, let alone get, because you over there trying to, on the app, trying to get the little draft, and oh man, I see people, oh my God, I want it, I got the sneakers. And I'm like, because you don't know nobody, just make a call. So now it's part of their heel appeal now because they come out in their color-coordinated gear wearing some sneakers that you can't afford. And even if you can't afford them, you're pissed off because if you had them, you'd wear them once a year and you wipe them down and you put them in the box and you put them in a vault in your house and they're like, these are sneakers, man, get out of here, So yeah, I think it's become part of the appeal, part of the look.
So before we even get into the store, I want to say thank you both to Gio and Chino. Oh, it's Gio and Space City Chino.
And they literally just said, people in the comments are going to be like, oh, they're twins.
Yeah, my bad, guys. But want to definitely say thank you guys for allowing us to have our 50th episode celebration here at Space City Collective.
We're honored. We're very honored.
Oh, well, in that case, keep talking.
We got a gift for you in honor of the 50th episode.
What?
A word.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now you see, I'm pouring you a gift of this nectar.
Let's go.
And,
And
I got a heavy hand there.
what we talking about? What we talking about?
Got a little something for you.
Yeah, what's going on? What we got here, guys?
Make sure it's in there.
Okay.
In there?
It's in
Okay,
there.
I'll give you this.
That's for you. That's
You give
great.
me this. Oh,
In
this
honor
is
of the
heavy.
fifth- in honor of
This
the
is
50th
heavy.
Yeah.
This is heavy.
Hey, I already got mine open, Pete. Come on, man.
Okay.
I don't open before you.
Man,
Give me the glass.
careful, dude. There's a beverage here.
It smells good.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
Wait, boys.
Marking out with MVP and
Man.
Yo,
50th episode.
Ryan.
Awesome.
Congratulations on the
Thank you
50th
very
episode.
much, man.
Hey, thank you.
This was yours.
G.O. Thank you. Chino. Playboy.
My
Look
God.
at that. Look at that.
Congrats on the 50th episode.
Thank you, guys.
Major milestone.
See, that's class, man. You can't teach that. You can't buy that. You just have to develop that, or you just have to have it innately. Appreciate you, man.
We appreciate y'all
I'm
coming
gonna
through.
put this on my mantelpiece, man. That's dope, man. Thank you, man.
Get that.
Thank you very much, man.
Look at that. Feeling special.
Yeah, now we can drink.
I've got a reason to drink.
Toast to that.
Celebratory. Yeah, set that down there. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you coming through.
All right. Shall we talk some sneakers and some wrestling and some fighting and all that good stuff?
Yeah. You guys want to? Yes.
Yeah, put a little hair on your chest.
That's grown-up stuff, man.
That's what I said.
Good.
This is 18-year-old single malt scotch. This is
a good
I
stuff.
heard you say small batch, so
Yeah, small batch. Yeah. This is.
Anytime you hear a small batch,
you know
if you know, you know, right?
Right, and I mean, in the sneaker business too, right? That
Yeah,
small batch.
yeah.
Like, okay, see,
Small batch, high demand.
bam, just like that.
So, guys, you've had names like Dennis Rodman, Derek Lewis, Kevin Holland, Joshua Van, Diego Lopez, and Brandon Moreno come through. So I want to ask you, when somebody like Dennis Rodman walks in, does it feel like a sports moment, a celebrity moment, or a culture moment?
Nostalgic as hell. Just seeing the guy you see playing with Michael Jordan come to the store.
The worm.
The worm. It's exactly.
it didn't feel real. Like it felt like it was a dream or something. He sparked up a cigar in our shop. He was smoking in our
He
shop.
didn't
Oh, word.
He didn't ask. He was just like,
He ain't gotta ask.
he ain't gotta ask. Yeah, he's Dennis Rodman. He's a size 15, just like
Oh, word. Okay. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys about the same height.
6'10", I think. No. Is it 6'9"?
he's.
He's 6'9", right?
6'9". Okay, you got a few inches on him.
6'8", 6'9", something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, man. I used to. I don't know. Can I talk about doing?
Let's do it.
No, I'm just saying because sometimes the algorithm wants to.
We'll fix it.
It was Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals when Dennis Rodman was playing for San Antonio.
Nice.
And he had the henna-colored hair.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first time ever doing LSD. And I was at Glades Correctional. And I was on the North Compound in H Unit. And I'm just walking around, and we're locked down. We're inside, and I'm just all of a sudden, I'm seeing colors and shapes, and like, man, this is amazing. And I remember I had a notepad, and I was trying to remember to scribble down notes while I was tripping, and I'm watching, and I see Dennis Rodman running down the court in his henna-colored hair. And it looked like a meteor going down the court. He had the trail.
Yeah.
And then he ran down, and I remember he went and patted how he would always pat his stats. He'd get the rebound and knock it off the backboard once or twice to get a couple extra and shot it down court. And I remember I was just enthralled. And then the next day, when I went to check all my notes and everything, I wrote, Dennis Rodman is God.
So he definitely was in God mode, huh?
He was in God mode, and I was seeing God on the LSD. But that was my earliest memory of seeing Dennis Rodman, because I remember the Detroit era and all that.
Yeah.
But this was so when that happened, he was in San Antonio. So that was before WCW.
See, that kind of confuses me on that because did he finish in San Antonio? No.
No.
It went Detroit, San Antonio, then the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think he had done WCW yet.
No, because
What year was that?
WCW.
So Chicago, when he did WCW, and I remember it was like after one of the playoff games, and he left practice, went to Detroit, hooked up with Hogan, and then he fought Diamond Dallas Page, and then went back, and he skipped practice to go wrestle. It's crazy. So that was 98. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 98. And so Rodman's the perfect bridge for this episode, right? So he crossed basketball, fashion, wrestling, and before that kind of crossover was even a thing, right? Because he's one of the biggest icons at the time. So he was running with NWO, he teamed with Hogan, and now this year, I'm not sure if you guys know this, in April, so this month, he's going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys had a WWE Hall of Famer in Space City Collective in your store.
Nice.
Yeah, the worm. One time for the worm.
Time for the worm.
I'll drink to that.
So can you guys tell us a little bit about Space City Collective and how you decided to come up with the store?
Space City Collective was founded in 2020. It was during the COVID era. So me and Gio, we kind of we got let go from I was a restaurant manager, I was a general manager, and he was a bartender. And we both got let go around 2020.
And you already a black belt at this time?
I wasn't a black belt, I was a brown belt. And I was still competing a lot. I think I competed the first day before our grand opening. I had a match that day, the day before.
Hey.
No, and I won. Yeah, and I won. But 2020, we're looking for jobs. It was kind of tough for everybody around that time. And we had a bunch of shoes that we've been collecting since high school. And our first store was literally all size 9 through 10. Literally. It was all size. People come in.
We got whatever you want, as long as you want it in a 9 or 10.
Literally. And they'll be like, do y'all only have 9s and 10s? I was like, yeah, that's all we got right now. And little by little, we started doing buy, sell, trade, buying collections and whatnot. And 5-6 years later, we're here.
But let me take you back to like our childhood, like how this
I
came
was going
about.
to say, because there's some childhood information about old big brother here that we got to put out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, the wrestling apparel is tight work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir. Big wrestling fan.
Didn't you want to be a professional wrestler?
Jiu-jitsu and wrestling goes hand in hand, right?
I've been saying it for years.
Grappling, it's fighting in a sense.
We would go to Mexico and they have like lucha libre in there. We would go in the ring like in commercial breaks, and he would literally
Practice
doing all the special moves that on me. I was like a dummy.
Let me guess, you the little brother. So
I was
you
a
want
little
to see
I remember he wanted to do the frog splash off the top rope. I was like, all right, bro, I'm not gonna let you do
This is crossing the line.
I let him tombstone me and all that. I was like,
crash test dummy.
Drivers, all that. But yeah, wrestling was like my first love as a kid. And then when I got to high school, I started seeing UFC came around, Royce Gracie, and all that good stuff, the Diaz brothers. And I did a bunch of wrestling in the backyard, and jiu-jitsu kind of like was an easy fit.
he was fighting at school, and he got kicked out of like every school you could think
I was
of.
an alternative school.
Because he was fighting so much, and then when he found jiu-jitsu, he stopped.
But look, I never.
That's why y'all on that side.
Ever since I started doing jiu-jitsu, there was never a fight again. Ain't that weird how that works?
Yeah, I've always said, man, like the most dangerous people that I know are always the safest people because they know what they're capable of. So they're always trying to de-escalate or get out of a situation.
For sure.
Yeah, you're not, and I guess you get the little young whippersnappers that, still full of piss and vinegar.
Right.
Testosterone. They want to get into it everywhere they go.
Something.
Yeah, well, but be careful what you're looking for because you might find it.
Exactly.
So that's...
But yeah, wrestling and jiu-jitsu always went hand in hand. And once I found jiu-jitsu, I was a senior in high school. I haven't stopped training since. 15 years now.
15 years now?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me beat. I'm 13 now.
Have you ever rode together?
No, never. Not yet.
We
Not
need
yet.
Talk to right now.
Put the match, man. Put the match down, man. Put the match.
What got you into jiu-jitsu?
So in pro wrestling, I was always a fan of the shoot style. I like the Japanese wrestling.
Okay.
I like that, 3/4 shoot style.
Yeah.
Like Angle and Benoit were like my favorite. I like that realistic style. And I never really cared much for the comedy. Or, you know, I respected the acrobatic stuff, but I liked the stuff that looked real.
Realistic stuff. Yeah.
And I remember I ordered the Encyclopedia of Finishing Holds.
Okay.
From
was that Eddie Bravo?
No. The OG with the pink gi. Oh man, he just died a few years
Chuck
ago.
Norris? No.
No, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. He judo. I can't. It'll come back to me.
Japanese?
With me. No, American guy. He was a stunt man. He was the one that choked out Chuck Norris.
I was about to say Chuck Norris, but
Yeah. I can't believe I'm not thinking of his name. Somebody help me out.
Jay Wayne got it.
Somebody help me out.
No signal.
Gene LaBelle.
Boom.
Judo Gene LaBelle.
He's a legend.
Rich Harden.
He's a legend.
thank you.
Judo Gene LaBelle had a book, the Encyclopedia of Finishing Holds. And I remember I ordered it because I wanted to add like some more like, you know, legit holds to my game. And there were some of those holds. I'm like, how do you get into that? How do you twist somebody
no way,
into that?
right?
That's not real. You can't really do that. But then I always tried to add that to my style. And then when I started pro wrestling, I had a good friend of mine, Omar, rest in power. We met each other in wrestling school, and he started going to jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
And he was like, man, you got to come try this. You got to come do it. It's only going to make your wrestling better.
Sure.
I was like, I don't have time. I got to be focused on pro wrestling, and I don't, you know. And then, I got into pro wrestling, and I took like a few little private lessons out here in Houston a while back, but I just didn't have time to go at it consistently. And then, excuse me. Then me and Josh Barnett met, and we got to be cool. We talked about catch wrestling and grappling, and he was like, hey, man, anytime you want to train, man, you got an open invitation. I was like, damn, I need to step my game up. And then it was something that I always wanted to do. And then when I gave my notice to leave WWE, I went to New Japan. And I remember in the afternoons, some days, Shinsuke and Liger and the Murder Grandpa. Man, I can't remember anything today. This stuff is working. Hey, wait, Murder Grandpa, help me out, man. I can't.
I'm drawing a blank.
Suzuki Minoru. There you go. Suzuki Minoru, one of the most dangerous people. You know, I remember just, they'd roll and they'd be doing stuff. And every now and again, I'd ask Suzuki to, show me a little something, and he showed me this neck crank one time, and I don't want to sell it, but like my neck was killing me for like 3 days. MVP son, okay, yeah, big, okay, not okay at all. But I asked him one day, I was like, hey, Suzuki, how many ways do you know to? And I hope this doesn't go into content, but I asked him, I said, more than 5? And this is exactly what he did. He went, yeah. So more than 10? Yeah. He's actually cataloging in his head, like, I can like this, I can break a leg like this, and okay. And when I gave my notice to New Japan, I took a year off. I just wanted to take a year off from wrestling and just let my body get right. And I used to drive on 1960. I used to live in Northgate Forest, and right, driving past it all the time was a Gracie Bar.
Yep.
And I used to say, one of these days I'm going to pull in there. And then after I gave my notice to New Japan and I just had a year off, I was like, some days today. And I pulled in, and that was, 13 years ago.
Nice.
So,
GB champions?
yeah.
That was a GB.
Yeah. But we've since Kurt. Professor Kurt has since rebranded, and now it's Champions BZJ.
Yes,
so they're no longer under the red flag. But I still respect the red
We're
flag.
still the same lineage, though.
Yeah, same lineage. Yeah, same lineage. I'm a GB black belt.
Yes, sir.
But that's how I got started.
Nice.
What you doing over there, Dwayne? Oh, no. Here
Go
we
time.
Hot take.
Go time.
Listen, he loves this hot
Yes.
Been waiting on it.
take. He want to pull the trigger on it so bad.
All right, John, we need your assistance. I need a Jordan 1 and a Nike Dunk, please. Jordan 1 and a Nike Dunk. Got some hot takes for you fellas.
Right here, look. Jordan 1 Nike
This
Dunk.
is good stuff.
We already have them. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
All right, so we got
We
it
don't
coming
even-
in right now. I'm going to ask you guys the question, and then we'll see what it is. Yeah, I'll take these from you guys. All right, so Jordan 1 or Nike Dunk? Which shoe has the bigger cultural impact? So let's start with you, Gio. Jordan 1 or Nike Dunk?
So the Dunk came out before the Jordan 1. This one came out, I believe, in 1984. They made them for Kentucky, Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Jordan came, they basically made the same shoe, just stamped the Jumpman on
Oh,
it.
so this was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dunk
The Dunk
preceded the Jordan.
Okay.
But I would say the Dunk just because it started the whole thing.
There's two different sides of the spectrum, right? Some people are Dunk diehards, and then you got your Jordan diehards. So it's one of those. But the Dunk is what started it for sure.
So I would say, like, I was always a bigger fan of the Dunk, just because, like I said, I didn't really want to rock with Jordan. Right?
Yeah.
But to answer the question of the bigger impact, I don't think that there's any discussion. Like Jordan, has become. There's not even. It doesn't even say Nike on the shoe anymore. It says Jordan. So I think in that regard, the bigger impact to your hot take question, Jordan. But for me, the better looking shoe was always the Dunk.
And you got to explain this dislike for Michael Jordan. We got to pause the hot take for a second. Is it gonna pass?
I'll be brief.
Okay.
I'll be brief. Aside from all the things you hear about just what a dude he is, on and off the court. I remember being a kid and people were literally being over J's. And I remember that there was a little fervor of, do something, Michael. Now, granted, he's not responsible for what's happening on the streets, but I always felt like people are dying because of a shoe with your name on it. And you can't even be bothered to make a public service announcement? Like, hey, guys, don't do it. Or you have people like Shaq and Hakeem and these other people coming out with a brand of shoe that was less expensive so they could be more accessible. And
Ewing too, right?
Was that?
Ewing too?
Yeah, Ewing?
Yeah.
We had a
I
couple.
still got some Ewings. On the rebrand, the new Ewings, I got the crossover Rakim Ewing. Yeah, black and gold. Yeah. But I just felt like, in addition to all the other stuff I heard about the dude, like, man, you can't just a quick public service announcement. Hey guys, be like Mike, or just an effort. And I always thought that in addition to the fact that he just wasn't a very good person from everything I've heard, that was just an issue for me that I always thought like, yeah, you're a great basketball player, but you're a human being. So, but that was just my take, and that's why I was always like, man, that guy.
Right on. So it took you a while, man, to start doing this, and now you're hooked.
A couple of nice kids.
As a matter of fact, I'm a hypocrite. I'm embarrassed. Like somebody should to hit me in the head or something.
All right, let's go to the second hot take question for you guys. Jordan 4 or Jordan 11? So we're going to get Jordan 4, Jordan 11 in. Which pair carries more weight and why?
This is a really good one because both of these shoes.
And this is the H-Town 11.
H-Town here.
Yes,
That's the H-Town 11.
Oh, yeah.
They did like a city pack.
I'll let Chino answer that one.
This one in the bag.
So for me, the most classic shoe I think is the Jordan 11, but right now the Jordan 4s kind of took over the hype. So all these kids these days, they all come into the store and look for 4s. Yeah, but to me the 11 is like a classic. He played in that black and red colorway that the playoffs. So
Now, why do you feel like the 11 is more impactful than the 4 or more significant?
He won a championship in these.
yes,
These they just.
I mean that's a classic colorway. That's one of the first colorways he came out with. But
Whenever these dropped, he wasn't winning much, to be honest with you. But whenever I think
Like
one
that 45 jersey, you have to take that off and go back and get the 23.
exactly. But the 11 is like
It's like right behind
everybody
it.
recognizes it.
Yeah. And you think the 11s are more recognizable than the 4s? I don't know about that one, man.
They're like neck and neck, like right behind. Like these are the top two, because he dropped 1 through 23.
Right.
These are like the top two, like
Sought after.
shoes.
Because my favorite are the 3s.
3s are up there.
The reimagined,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
re-3s,
the
those are my
the
favorite.
crispy.
Those are my favorite ones. And so like the 3s and the 4s are
They're
like,
very similar.
yeah,
They're like cousins.
Yeah, they are.
They look the same. But
They're very similar. The webbing and everything.
Y'all mind if I pour me more?
Please, please. Do I mind? I'd be offended if you didn't.
Gio, it is early in the day, my friend.
I got a whole shift to work of these.
That's
You're gonna be sleeping.
get right for the shift, man. Get right for the shift. A little lubrication, as they say, makes the day slide along a little easier.
let's go.
So, guys, if you agree with Gio, Chino, MVP, make sure you drop it in the comments. Let us know.
What y'all think.
Yeah, what's your opinion? To you, what is the best Jordan ever released? And if you have a choice between the 11s or the 4s, what's your pick? Put it down in the comments.
And tell us why.
And
Tell us why.
Look at that.
Hold it down,
Yeah,
man.
let us
Tell
know.
why. Exactly.
Space City Chino. All right, one more. Last one, because
You sure it's the last hot take?
last hot take. Because, we're just going to do one more because you had to explain this to me earlier today about the SB dunks.
Mm-hmm.
So, want to ask you guys, SB dunks or Jordan 1s?
Gio, take that deep
Well,
breath.
we grew up loving Jordans. Back in the day, if you had a pair of SBs, like you could buy a pair of SB for $50, $60, brand new from the skate shop. These exploded once Travis Scott started wearing them, and he made this price go up. So
They used to be on a discount now. $49.99.
I'm wearing some SBs right now. These are from 05. So the only difference between a dunk and an SB is they have the fat tongue,
for the
The
skater.
fatter tongue for the skater.
SB stands for skateboard.
Yeah.
and it has more padding, obviously, for when you do a kickflip.
And the soles are a little slightly
Backside ollie.
Yeah. But most people, casuals, think it's the same shoe.
I could see where
Even
casual.
whenever y'all asked for the dunk and they started grabbing two.
So yeah, these just have way better material because they have to be able to withstand concrete and all that.
And they do so many collaborations with SBs. Like they do Jarritos, the Mexican soda.
I was gonna say I see a
do
lot
everything.
of collaborations with the SB.
Jordan ones that he recently started collabing. Back then, he didn't want nobody on his. He wanted Jordan, and that's it. That's why,
of course.
That's why that one has a Jumpman. You don't even besides the swoosh, he made sure the Jumpman was, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It just depends on who you're asking.
the thing with SBs, like they do a collab and they never come back out. With Jordan, I mean, obviously, like the 4s, like the popular colorways, they drop every 4 or 5 to 6 years. They always redrop. The SBs, they come out once, and if you don't get them that year, then
They don't redrop.
They never restock.
Okay, now I'm gonna throw something out there because I'm curious. Because now, as we've discussed, like in pro wrestling, sneakers have become an acceptable ring wear.
Yeah.
When I first started, like the OGs, if you got in the ring with sneakers, you were just like, "What? You can't afford boots? Like invest in your gear, go get some boots." You didn't wear sneakers in the ring, and that's given way to now, some of the biggest stars in professional wrestling wrestle in sneakers, and I gotta ask, I'm curious, we were talking about the Young Bucks in the Dior Jordans. Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship wearing Jordans. I don't think you can catch Roman Reigns in a ring without some Jordans, and he's always got on them boss Jordans.
One's up for my tribal chief.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, as a wrestling fan, doesn't matter what company, what era, what wrestler do you think consistently shows up killing it in the ring with the raw sneakers?
I'm gonna take a little throwback. I always remember Shane McMahon wearing.
Here comes the money.
He's like so original with it. He's not trying. He's not doing it because it's the new thing. He's been. If you look at Shane McMahon,
Always.
Jordan 1 breads, like all the OGs,
Yeah.
fragment highs. He has stuff that you can't really even name sometimes. So
That's true.
he's one of the top 2, top 3.
I'm gonna go a little bit new era, but Dominic Mysterio,
Dom stays with the Travis Scott.
He does.
and Rey Mysterio, he be wearing Louis Vuitton Air Force,
Listen.
all the rare.
Let me tell you guys a story. Well, Rey Mysterio, one of my closest friends, wonderful, wonderful human being, but not somebody to call if you want them to persuade you not to buy something. There was a sneaker boutique at the Galleria. I don't know if it's still there or not, but for a brief time, I don't know if you remember when Nike put out the Air Force Ones in the brown crocodile skin, and then they had the white snakeskin ones.
Yeah.
I think they only did like 1,000 pairs of each. And they had in the store, they had the brown crocodile skin Air Force Ones. They were $2,000, and they were my size. And the guy was like, hey, you know, he was telling me all the rappers that had them, and he goes, I tell you what, they're the last pair. If you want them, you can have them for $1,500. And I was just like, I really want to drop $1,500 on these shoes, man, but there's only 1,000 pair in the world. And he was telling me, like, I think Bun B had a pair, and he's going through the people that had them.
Shout out Bun.
Trying to convince you.
Yeah. And I was just like, you know, I'm impressionable. You know, I got money burning a hole in my pocket. You know, I'm just like, so I called Ray. Actually, I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been high because I'm calling Ray to tell me why I shouldn't buy them. And I'm like, hey, Ray, look, I'm at the sneaker boutique, and they got these crocodile skinned Air Force Ones. There's only 1,000 in the world. And the dude told me they're $2,000, but they'll let me have them for $15 if I get them right now. Give me a reason why I shouldn't buy them. And Ray's quiet for a second. He goes, yo, see if they have my size and get two and then get a big. I'm like, no, that's not what I told you, man.
He trying to make you spend more money?
Yeah. He wants me to get two. No, see if they got my size. Because Ray is one of the flyest.
Oh, yeah.
By far and away. Like, man, that dude, his wardrobe, I don't care where we're at, how long we're on the road, Ray is always the flyest.
And he's always modern with it, right?
Always on point, yeah. So it was no surprise to me, you know, when Dom started coming on the road, and, you know, he's a young man, Dom would always be flying. He's always rocking the Travis Scotts. And I'd just be like, I see you, Dom. Okay. You know. And shout out to Dom for growing up and becoming a huge star on his own right, not standing in his dad's shadow. Like, Dominic Mysterio is not Rey Mysterio's son. Yes. That's Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dog.
That's his dad. For
So, yeah, okay, we got to give a shout out to Dom.
Shout out Dom.
So, guys, can you tell the people where they can find you?
Instagram, _City Collective. Same thing on Facebook. YouTube is Space City Collective as well.
HTX.
Right on.
TikTok, same thing. You can find me, OSGO, on Instagram.
And I'm Space City Chino on IG.
Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. Let me put this down for a second. Hey, VIP, where you at?
Oh,
Bring me that bag with those sneakers in it. Give me an appraisal right now. Tell me what we're talking about. Tell me what we're talking about. So, when I was talking about going to Cool Kicks LA with Omos that time, when we were there, I was, thanks, pal. Come bring it in. Say what's up.
VIP
in the building. The dude at the store said, and Omos both said, oh, you should buy these, man. You should buy these. And I'm like, but I don't even like them that much. Like, you know, and they're like, no, but MVP would wear those.
He would.
And I remember, it's true, you would. And I remember the price tag at the time was $3,500. And he said, I promise you, in like 2 years, they'll be worth twice that. You'll get your money back and more. And I looked at Omos. Omos says, I'm telling you, man, it's an investment. So, I bought these.
That's a banger.
You're going to light up the room.
bling, bling.
Tag still on them. $3,600. Maybe they gave me $100 off. I don't know.
Nike Dunk Low Cactus Plant Flea Market.
Correct.
Cactus Plant Flea Market.
So there's a big confusion on the Cactus and Cactus Jack stuff, but CPFM.
Clear it up. What's the difference?
CPFM is a different brand than Cactus Jack, but they get confused all the time.
They're both, Cactus Plant Flea Market is designed by a woman, and she designs a bunch of sneakers for Nike and has her own brand.
She has her own collab.
Cactus Jack is Travis Scott.
Straight criminals. Okay.
They do have collabs together too, like Cactus Plant and Cactus Jack. But this is
That's where it gets confusing.
And it's a collab with Swarovski too.
Swarovski, yeah. Swarovski.
Triple collab.
So, you know what made me buy these? Because when I first started, on my MVP wrestling boots, I had Swarovski crystals on the boots. So that's what made me be like, yeah, MVP will buy these because of Swarovski crystals on the boots. So I wore these only once, at All In.
All in Texas.
All in Texas. So these have only been on my feet one time ever. Give me an appraisal on those. What are those worth?
Yeah.
That's size 12.
Size 12.
That's money size.
That's the money side. Yeah, that's that pocket, that sweet spot.
So yeah, back then they were worth about what you paid, but now they're probably worth over $5 grand, I would say.
Check
In
market.
real time, let's see what we're talking about. Because I'm telling you, I'll put them on consignment. You can put them in the window. I'm ready to part with them.
Sneaker Con's next month, so it's right now is the time.
Oh, there it is. And
That's brand new price right there.
True.
How much is it?
$6,000.
$6,183.
But we got to include
They're worn by MVP.
one by MVP at All In
At All In.
Texas.
So I can include an autographed photo of me standing in the ring at All In wearing these, so you can have MVP's Swarovski crystal cactus jackets.
That makes them priceless.
So yep, 6,183.
I'm gonna
So they were right. Double your money.
Yeah.
double just
That was a
for the
good
shoe.
investment.
So
I thought- I
10,000.
think so.
Wayne's saying off camera here, we got 10 bands.
Start at 10 bands.
You want it?
One of one. Okay.
No other pair.
It could be $1 million, really. We've been on.
Nobody else. You know, that's a good point. Very good.
To the right buyer, like we said earlier, remember?
The right buyer.
I actually hit these for retail whenever they drop.
Yeah,
The
you
retail
hit
was
online.
$500,
Did you?
and I sold them for $3,200.
Doesn't come
And
up.
I regret setting them.
Yeah, you sat on them a little
Because
bit
now
longer,
they're like
right?
$5 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that
How it
Swarovski.
goes.
Such a great shoe.
Well, if you are a collector and you are of the means, send me a DM. I might be able to do something for you. But then again, I'm saying Sneaker Con's coming up, so I might go ahead and put them on consignment with the autographed 8x10 and
We might need a special appearance MVP at Sneaker Con.
book it. I'm there. And bring your money, because you can get these, because I'm done with them.
You have a
Bring that
05
income tax
Honda
check.
on your feet.
Yeah.
0500.
On your feet.
Bring your income tax check.
All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining us. We are here live at Space City Collective, 11200 Broadway Street, OSGO, Space City Chino.
Thanks for having us on, guys. It's an
I
honor
wish
to
we
be
had
here.
more time, man.
We do have
We
more-
talk more wrestling, talk more sneakers, and drink more scotch. You know, like, I don't know what time is it? Okay, we got to move things along. Is there anything you want to talk about, wrestling, sneaker related?
I have a lot to talk about, honestly, but
Run it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
okay. I just want to ask this one question.
Okay.
When you did the Inferno match with the Kane,
Here we go.
it felt like you're fighting like in hell because there's like fire everywhere.
Listen, that Inferno match was one of the most grueling things I had ever endured in pro wrestling.
And what the contract look like on something like that? Like,
Same pay?
Yeah, no, well, you know, it's funny because I've told the story before. When we first had the meeting, I was with Vince, with Michael Hayes, with a couple other producers, with the backstage stunt coordinator, Ellis, and we had a private meeting, and they told me their idea about the Inferno match and this new technology where they could actually. And I looked around and I said, something tells me this isn't the first time one of you. And
You said that for
yeah, Vince didn't think it was very funny.
Ryan, it's not gonna make it. Continue.
Okay, content, right? Damn it, you too. Damn. But when they explained it to me, what was so cool is that at that time they had this new technology. Some stunt guys in Hollywood invented this new chemical that you could actually put on your skin that would burn, but wouldn't burn your skin. And in Hollywood, you know, the principal, the actor, no kind of threat, damage. You can't even be near the fire. You know, they go out of their way to make sure there's absolutely no chance. So this stuff was like cutting edge because you don't have to have a fire suit on to be on fire. Yeah. And when the guys were there, like when they had to mix it up, they would walk around with the bucket and they wouldn't put it down anywhere. They had like a private room. Like it was like the top secret recipe.
Did it feel like gel?
It was gel.
It was gel.
It was gel. It was like
Okay.
cold gel. And they would paint it on, but we had to do we did a run through in a closed arena where they had like a big tarp around so nobody could see. And they had Ellis, the stuntman, put on one of my old ring suits. As a matter of fact,
The Boitano.
here's a special snippet for you. That ring suit that I debuted in, which I absolutely hated because I looked like a figure skater and not like a high performance athlete.
Blue one?
Yeah. The seamstress back, she sabotaged me. I hate her to this day. But I hated that outfit so much. I despised it that when we had to do the walkthrough, and they needed one to set on fire for the experiment. I said, here, use this one. Burn that. So Ellis put the suit on. They painted him with the stuff. He walked around for a second, like on fire. Then he laid down, they put him out, and he got up and he was like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I think I can do that. So when the pay-per-view came, the Inferno match was co-main event. But because they have to set the frame around the outside of the ring for the gas, it was the first match of the show. And they had a like flannel underwear that they dunked in this other kind of gel that was freezing. And I didn't want to put it on until I had to. So I kept trying to hold on as long as I could. And I remember when I put it on, it was like, oh man, like my like up in my stomach. I was like, oh, it's freezing. And then I had to put a dry set on top, and the seamstresses had to sew the top to the bottom. And then I put my ring gear on top of that. And then they're like, come on, you gotta go, let's go. So I didn't even have a chance to lace my boots up. I just had to like wrap them up and put the Velcro on, and we're rushing up to Gorilla. And I'm still like shivering and like, man, what the hell? And once I got in the ring, I'm like, okay. I watched a few Inferno matches. I know how this goes. But what you don't realize is when they hit the button, like before the flames come out, the gas comes out. So you hear that, and then it's, and it's hot. So I went from being freezing to overheating. For a minute, I started to feel a little claustrophobic. I got 3 layers of clothing on, and it's probably 100+ degrees. And
Still got cold balls?
nah, at this point, they dropped. It was hot. And then at one point, I remember, because every time there'd be a big bump, they'd hit the button and the flames would come up. So I fell. If you watch it back, at one point, I fell and I was over by the edge. And right as I was taking a deep breath, they hit the button for the flames. So I took a deep breath of that gas. And I already thought that I was claustrophobic in all these clothes. I'm hot. Now I can't breathe. I'm like, I'm about to panic. And then here comes Kane with the turnbuckle that was on fire. And he's walking towards me, and I'm like, man.
That sounds so bad.
It was a little, it was exhilarating, but at the same time, it was like, nerve-wracking. Because okay, first of all, I don't want to mess up. Like, this is my first main event. This is a major match. This is the first time anybody's actually ever been
Right on.
in a Inferno match. Because always like Kane's glove got off. It was always like a lame ending, So the way we had set it up, where I'm trying to get away from him to get outside the ring, and so when I dove under the ring to get away from him, and he stepped on my foot, the guys were up under the ring, and that's when they painted me with the stuff.
Oh, okay.
So when he pulled me out, that's when he grabbed me and he's holding me and he's leaning me back and he's like, "You ready? You ready?" And he goes, "All right, you're." So then I'm flailing and I could feel the heat, but I felt fine.
So you didn't get no degree burn on there?
Well, I mean, no, but.
You're on fire for a while. It felt
but I was when they hit me with the extinguisher, that was worse than everything else because I really couldn't breathe. I was like, oh man. And then we came back for the following episode, and the makeup artist did my backup to look like I had the burns.
Okay.
And if you remember that episode, like, she did a great job because it really looked all black and I was here in Houston visiting Booker T. And Boogeyman was here. It was me, Boogeyman, and Kevin, Booker T's nephew. And we were at Frenchie's, Houston staple. And some little kid kept asking me about my back. And, oh, man, you got set on fire. And he's asking me about it. And he goes, did you really get set on fire? I'm like, yeah, man, dude, I'm telling you, man. And so this little kid, he was just being a mischievous little kid while I'm sitting there talking. He comes up behind me and he goes, you didn't get set on fire. And I went, I dropped on the floor and he was like, oh, man. So why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then it was funny because I went to the car and Boogeyman was already in the car. And he didn't recognize Boogeyman yet. So he's trying to, hey man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Man, get away from me, man. Don't talk to me. Get away from me. And then he's standing there trying to talk. And Boogeyman has his hat on and he just puts the window down and he starts doing that. That kid tripped over his scooter, like trying to get the hell up out of there. So, a nice little story that ties back to Houston. But yeah, that Inferno match was one for the ages. I'm very proud of what we did there and glad that that's part of my repertoire. But I wouldn't do it again.
No. You wouldn't do it again?
I wouldn't do it. But it's safe. As safe as could be, but at this stage of my career, I'm done with that. Maybe VIP can do that down the road someday.
But you made history with that match.
Yeah, I did.
History made.
I did. Yeah, I'm proud of that. And Kane looked out. I learned so much from him. He was a great guy to work with. But afterwards, I just remember going and telling Vince, I earned that, man. He goes, yes, you did. I said, all right. And then when I got that pay-per-view check, 3 months later, I was like, oh, I did earn it.
You did earn it.
So that was dope.
It was worth it.
And how was Kane as an individual? Like, he seemed scary growing up.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing, right? Because like he's legit 6'10", 300-some pounds, but like jacked.
Mm-hmm.
I think Taker's like 6'11", So
some big dudes.
These dudes are like real monsters. And I'm wrestling with them. And I'm on TV and you see me every week. And then I see people out and about and they go, man, you're a lot bigger than I thought you were. You look small on TV. Yeah, because I'm wrestling with giants. Like I'm 6'1", 250. These guys are nearly 7 feet, 300 pounds. So, but he was a great teacher, great to work with. And I learned volumes from him. But yeah, man, a scary dude, especially when he's got, the eye and the whole deal.
Damn mask.
You're like, hey, we still working, right?
We're cool, right?
What is it? We working or we?
We working. Yeah, we working or we. But he tells a good story about when he was working with Steve Blackman. No, not Steve Blackman. Shamrock. And and Kane's huge, and his hands are huge. And at one point, he caught Shamrock with a big right hand and like hit him hard. So much so that he was concerned, like, oh man, did I? So after the match, you always, hey man, how was everything good? And he goes, hey, sorry about that right hand. And Shamrock goes, what right hand? What are you talking about? And Kane was like, damn, man, at least make me feel like it. Like,
It did nothing.
didn't even register. No, it didn't even register. So he's like, damn, man, I'm a big dude. Make me feel like I did something. But no, but he, consummate professional. Everybody took care of me. At no point was I in any danger, and it was a good experience.
Yeah, that was a great answer. I would say that.
Anything else? All right, man, that was a hell of a segment, boys.
Next time we got to do a longer one.
Yeah. Bring your podcast back, man. Yeah, you got to bring your podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna link to Space City in the comments here, so y'all can check out. Y'all filmed 20 already, right?
Like 25.
25.
Yeah.
Right on.
Episodes.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having us.
No, thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. This was our 50th celebration episode here at Space City Collective. Shout out to Gio and Chino for hosting us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
All right. The episode 50 celebration continues. We are now joined by Hall of Fame announcer J. Wayne Leggett.
No.
Leggett or Leggett.
Leggett.
I answer to all of them. Any of them.
The Diamond
Either
Dog.
The Diamond
One-
Dog.
That's another one. I answer to all of them.
Hall of Fame announcer for Fury Fighting and Submission Hunter Pro.
Yes,
plus
sir.
the general manager for Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Yes, I'm more. I'm doing the executive thing from afar at Texas All-Star Wrestling, but I'm still in the fold, still in the mix. But yeah, man, those are some good folks out there. Go support them if you can. The Cypress VFW, 4905 is the number.
Oh, wait. I almost forgot. We got 2 tickets to give away today.
We've got 2 tickets to give away.
We have 2 tickets to give away today.
I wasn't about to let you forget about that. We do have 2 tickets to Fury FC, number 118, I believe, April the 12th.
April 12th.
Terrance Chatman in the main event. You're going to want to check it out. Somebody here is going to get 2 free tickets.
Yo, you know what's cool about Terrance Chapman being in the main event? I think that's probably like my son's favorite Fury fighter.
Somebody is probably going to get.
Oh,
There's that. Definitely a possibility.
He's bombs away when he's in the ring.
Hey.
Don't blink.
Yeah,
Don't blink. It'll
that's
be
a
over.
finisher. That's a finisher. He's not on the UFC's radar for no reason.
Yeah, and he don't move backwards.
No, he's not. He's always moving forward.
Side to side and
Yes.
forward. That's it.
Absolutely. The answer, Terrance Chatman.
You got some questions?
Thanks for having me on here. I really appreciate being a part of the 50th episode. I know Swayze, we talked about it a while back, and I was just kind of, BSing and joking around. Be like, no, man, we should have you on. And it's a pleasure to be here with my fellas, my boys, man. Always a pleasure.
Right on, man. Oh, let me get in on that.
Salute.
Where's that glass, man?
This thing is strong.
18-year-old
It's the good stuff. Single malt.
Single malt.
My goodness.
I mean, if you're gonna be in a high-end sneaker boutique, it only makes sense that you should drink high-end boutique liqueur, right?
This is the Jordan 4.
Here we go.
We've got to circle back to that. 11s are iconic. Come on, it's 4. The answer is 4.
I'm with you on
Y'all
that.
agree with Wayne? Y'all agree?
An argument for me.
Hey, hang me in the comments if you have to, but it's the 4. The right answer is the 4s.
And you just said a few minutes ago that Chino stole your answer.
He did. You guys were talking about footwear in the ring and all that, and man, I was like in my head, like if they asked me about that, it's got to be Shane McMahon. He wore the ones. He was kind of the first to do it, and he kind of inspired me, out at Texas All-Star Wrestling. I started copying that. I started wearing ones in there, doing that whole thing.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, Shane McMahon was my answer, Chino, just FYI. I had it first.
Pioneering.
But hey, Enzo Amore is not a bad answer.
You called out the black belt, and he's approaching us very slowly right now.
That's my boy. Multiple time Submission Hunter Pro champion. He won't choke me out, I don't think. I hope not. A lot of love for Chino, but he did steal my answer.
We good, Chino?
Now, he won't choke me out. I said to people, no, that dog, he doesn't bite. He doesn't bite. That's my dog. He doesn't bite me.
It happens. It happens. P, block me if we walk off.
So wait a minute.
Dennis Rodman 6'7", by the way.
6'7"?
6'7".
Just a couple of
6'8", right? Okay, yeah. So,
would you hit him with the?
Just to circle back to.
It was just 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7".
Would your daughter been okay if
my son was here right now,
she would be over there rolling her eyes right now. But they dipped to go to a much cooler place than wherever I am. So is what it is.
Well, you being immersed in both professional wrestling and MMA, you have some very specific insight into some things, and Mr. Swayze has some questions.
Yes.
I love to answer them. I'll do my best.
All right, so Jay Wayne, do fans read shoes, clothes, and overall presentation in MMA the same way that wrestling fans read gear, entrance music, and body language?
Yes, but in different respects, I think. In the cage, everybody's kind of in the same kind of gear. You don't really see Jordan's in the cage as much. It's more outside the cage. You know what I mean?
It would be so cool if you could wear Jordan's in the cage.
You could,
you imagine a high round kick to the head and some J's.
There's more creative license in professional wrestling where you have more input into your gear, so you get way cooler presentation in pro wrestling than you do in MMA with things like footwear and fashion. So slight edge to pro wrestling in that regard.
And Wayne, is there a difference between looking like a fighter and looking like a star, or do the best people always find a way to do both?
The cream always rises to the top.
Here we go.
Man, you got a great story about him. But yeah, the cream always rises to the top. You can tell who has it and who can do it, and you can tell who is doing it because it was suggested to them. They don't pull it off quite the same. So, yeah, definitely.
And what do you think about that, P?
Because I try to tell young guys in pro wrestling all the time, like you're selling yourself. You are your own brand, and you have to present yourself as a star if you want to be received and perceived as a star. So I try to tell some of the young dudes, like when we're in the back and you're doing a run out and a run in, and you've got on sweatpants and just a raggedy T-shirt. You just look like some random guy running out.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah, you're going to be on television in front of, people all around. Present yourself as a star. You don't have to wear a three-piece suit, but put on some fly-ass sneakers, some fly gear, come running out to the ring looking like what a star would look like. And I think that's the presentation, be a star. And I think in fighting, your walkout counts a lot. Because when you're walking out, that's when people are seeing you, and that's when people are getting a vibe for you, and you're setting everything up. And, you know, some people like to have elaborate walkouts with lots of props and, you know, costumes and whatnot. But I think that goes into being a star. Mike Tyson, back in his day, black boots, black shorts, a towel with a V cut out. Mm-hmm. He came to kill people to go home. Yeah. He wasn't. But that was his own special thing. In that, he was a star because nobody looked like that. Right. Nobody did that. And, you know, hey, man, I remember once famously back in the day, he told, when he got to the venue, Mike Tyson told the limo driver, keep the tape running, I'll be right back. Yeah. Keep the tape running, keep the AC on, I'll be right back. And knock somebody out in the first round, and it was done. So yeah, that presenting yourself as a star, I think, applies to both MMA and professional wrestling. However, there's like the weird thing because you've got certain people who like they don't care about the stardom aspect; they just want to fight, and they're not worried about how they're perceived and all that. I'll give you a great example. Former UFC heavyweight champion,
Stipe
Miocic. Arguably the greatest of all time. Arguably.
You can make a case for it.
You can make a case for it.
We agree on who is, but
yeah, no, we agree on who is, but you can definitely make a case for Stipe Miocic. Right. But is he a star? Walking down the street, does anybody know who Stipe Miocic is? Unless you're a hardcore fan, right? Is he? But he doesn't care, and he'll tell you. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. He'll say, "I'm a firefighter, and I fight."
I was going to say he's okay with being a firefighter.
Yeah, like he doesn't care about the perception of being received as a star.
And you guys are going to have people in the comments or in my DMs asking who you both think is the greatest of all time. So you have to.
Oh, John Jones, hands down. Okay,
right. Whether you love him, whether you hate him, he is the greatest of all time. You can hate it or you can love it. You got to learn to like it either way. But the answer is John Jones. Nobody better.
Yeah,
you can make a case.
Period.
You can make a case for whoever, but none are better than John Jones.
I'm solid on that one. So,
and Wayne, here's another thing about MMA and wrestling for your expertise. What can MMA learn from wrestling about presentation, and what can wrestling learn from MMA about authenticity?
Ooh, Pride FC.
That's a great question, man. Like, I think MMA is learning from pro wrestling. You're starting to see like better presentation on like the intros, better production values, pyro and all the things. Just more character. It's hard to get that from guys that don't have it, but that's what MMA could take away from pro wrestling. Pro wrestling, I mean, golly, you don't want to step on any toes.
I will.
You want to look more
step
real.
On them toes.
You want to look more real, more authentic.
Go somewhere and get. So
God, sell something. Don't take a bump and then pop right back up like nothing happened. Pile drivers, the Canadian Destroyer, and the guys are back up to return a Canadian Destroyer to somebody else.
Yeah.
God, please sell it for a few seconds. All right, sorry.
Hey, listen, I'm with you on that. We going all that.
There's not enough selling going on.
Sell, or I will.
Boom, that. And there's not enough of that either.
Well,
it's like a give and take. Like, okay, yeah, here, let's flip flop, bounce, do this. And back in the day, if you're not selling my, I'm gonna make you sell my. Yeah, one way or another. Somebody didn't turn their cell phone off back there.
Oh, that's okay. We got a guest in the store. He's exempt. He's exempt.
He made the list.
Business is good. No, you all right, man?
You're good, brother. You're
Commerce,
good.
brother. Commerce.
Special guest.
And we are about business up in
He's got on my Oilers Air Maxes. I almost wore those today, man. Great shoes, sir.
Hey, look, and hey,
that H-Town blue.
That good old school Oilers, like that Earl Campbell,
Warren Moon.
Yeah,
Earl Campbell. Isn't that like a food? I'm just messing around. I was joking.
Give him something to sell, P.
You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it interesting.
Hey, I got a question. Has anybody ever seen Norman Smiley and Warren Moon in the same place at the same
time? I haven't. Hey, Shaka, there you go. There's artwork.
I never made that connection, but now that you mentioned it, I have not. Interesting.
All right, Wayne.
With the big wiggle. What's up, Swayze?
Texas has a strong independent wrestling culture.
Yes.
And a strong fight culture.
Yes.
Do you think that overlap is bigger than people realize?
I really do. Like, you've got so many like prospects for the UFC coming out of Texas, and a lot of people sleep on that. Fury is based in Houston for a reason. We've traveled. We've gone to Cali. We've gone to Colorado. We've gone to Louisiana. We've gone to Oklahoma. We've gone to lots of other states. And no slight to those states, but the talent, the depth is a lot deeper in Texas, especially Houston. I mean, you got 4 Ounce Fight Club here in Houston. You got American Combative Systems here based out of Houston. Metro back in the day. Saul Solis.
Yeah.
You got so many. Gracie Baja. Now champions BJJ, based out of Houston, and I could go on and on and on, but it's so deep. And pro wrestling as well. I mean, you go to any small town, any big town, wherever there might be a pro wrestling school, like a hub, like a Dallas, a San Antonio, a Houston, El Paso, there's a wealth of independent professional wrestling talent based out of Texas. Number one in the nation, I believe.
And but the crossover between wrestling fans and MMA fans, it's grown.
There's a divide. Well, it has.
Well, it's grown. It's grown.
For sure.
Yeah, because you got people, MMA fans are like, oh man, that thing.
Yes. Whenever you start watching MMA, it's kind of hard to dial it back and suspend your disbelief for some of these guys who aren't selling and aren't doing the things that we talked about.
But I look at it a little differently, because if you know what real fighting is, you know what real fighting looks like, and you're entertained by real fighting, pro wrestling is still soap operas for men. It's still entertaining.
For sure.
Of course, a 10-punch count in the corner looks ridiculous with nobody's got frogs on their face.
Come on, man. Hey, give them 1 or 2 good ones.
Yeah. Go ahead, get that, bust them open hard.
Put a mark on it.
But I think that now that, because the number of MMA fighters that I run into, they're like, yo, MVP, what's up, man? I think that gap between MMA and pro wrestling has lessened. And now with TKO, with UFC and WWE under the same umbrella.
They're both entertainment.
I will say this, though, and I'm speaking from a little bit of experience.
Just a little.
Dana White learned an awful lot from Vince McMahon about that pyramid pay structure.
Yes.
And about how people get paid. I'm just saying.
Doing everything but calling fighters independent contractors, right?
I'm just saying. But I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah, I don't want to step on any toes. Shout out Uncle Dana.
I'm just gonna bite my tongue.
Right on. Right on. So Wayne, when you look at where things are now, do you think fashion and footwear are becoming part of the visual shorthand of combat sports the same way things are happening in wrestling?
Yeah, for sure. Now, to run it back to something you said earlier, y'all were talking about it. People wear sneakers with suits now, and it's become fashionably acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I was back there with Rich cringing, and I'm like, no, man, absolutely not. You don't wear sneakers for me, my personal taste. But socially, man, like pro wrestling and MMA, sneakers with suits, that works now.
I've embraced it.
Yeah.
I stopped fighting it. I've embraced it.
Man, I'm struggling with it. I've considered doing that, like announcing a show, maybe on like the amateur series or something.
Okay.
Wearing some J's with the suit, but whenever I look at myself in the full-length mirror, I just, I'm an old man. I'm old.
I respect it.
What can I say?
Say all the time, I'm shaking my fist at the cloud.
Yes, absolutely. I can't quite do it, but I'm glad that everybody who wants to is able to now and get away with it. That's awesome. But yeah, you see it, on both sides of the aisle there with fighters and pro wrestling. You see the commentators and the anchors and whatnot.
Yeah.
They've got the sneakers.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. So I'm not the cool kid. I'm the odd man, old man out.
You're the Hall of Famer.
No, I think you're a pretty cool kid.
Yeah,
you're a pretty cool kid. You know what? I can tell you one night when you were a really cool kid.
Oh boy, is this?
Oh, no,
This gonna make it?
No, this will
Okay.
definitely
Let's go.
You don't have to edit this out. This is good.
Ryan.
This is really good stuff.
We're good, Ryan.
I promise you, there's nothing.
We're not talking about John Jones Coca-Cola or anything like that.
Take that out, Ryan.
Just beep.
So some time ago,
He likes soft drinks.
he's a big fan of soft drinks.
We all
I don't know what the problem is.
I had a soft drinks to give you a little pep. That's it.
I mean,
So Josh Barnett, legendary
man,
MMA fighter,
man.
groundbreaker, one of the youngest. Well, he was
Bloodsport.
He was the youngest
for a time, yeah.
for a while, right?
Until
right,
John Jones.
Until John Jones.
Yeah.
So Josh
Barnett.
It's working.
That's it.
18-year.
It's hitting.
Josh Barnett
Small back.
has Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, where it's professional wrestling delivered in a 3/4 shoot style. So it's we're
It is pro wrestling. I told him it is pro wrestling.
what pro wrestling always was supposed to
Yes.
be. Yeah,
If you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. Josh Barnett's Bloodsport.
So I got booked to have a match against Josh Barnett. And, Josh Barnett is an OG to me. We've been friends for a long time. When I first started training grappling, he was one of the first people I started training with.
Yeah.
And we had an awesome match. It was great. Awesome time. We're in New York having a blast.
It was. Hey, my only complaint was that it didn't go longer, but the match was great.
Right on.
Beautiful stuff.
And that gear was awesome.
The gear was dope. Shout out to Half Sumo Collective.
Okay, hey, speaking on the divide, I'm sorry to interrupt. Speaking on the divide between pro wrestling fans and MMA fans, you had a lot of pro wrestling fans trying to take a dump on his outfit. Like, oh, what are you wearing, bro? That's not good. Yeah, and he had to school him in the comments like, this is a lot cooler than you know. You got some learning to do.
Half Sumo custom-made fight kit.
Custom made for MVP. Another one of one.
Hush.
Yeah, let the grown folks talk, right?
Take a seat, be quiet.
Yes.
But while the match was awesome and the crowd was amazing, because as I came out, everybody singing. We heard people.
Yes.
We heard people. Josh and I went at it. We had a great match. Afterwards, our good brother Smoke Dizza was in attendance. Smoke Dizza came
Shout out Smoke Dizza.
The Push God.
Dizza McMahon.
Yeah, right. I told him what you said too with the cans. He
Dizza
popped you.
McMahon, I love it.
Yeah, you should see him at the Fourth Rope shows. He's there.
I would love to.
I'll come on out. I'll bring you out. He's there at the monitor. He's got the headphones on. And he's Dizza McMahon.
Nice. I love it.
But afterwards, we get together outside the building, and somebody mentioned that there was a small dive bar, like less than a block away. And we thought, man, it's a great. And Josh Barnett is a big fan of the Sweet Nectar of the Gods.
10-4.
And the Kush God had it blowing in the air. And, we're enjoying, and then we get to the dive bar, and we're imbibing. And you have this motley crew, who's who. You got Smoke Dizza, Josh Barnett, you got MVP, you got J. Wayne Leger.
Luckiest guy in the room.
You had a few other people with us that night. My boy Will.
Shout out Will.
Yeah, and
You got me. Told me it's tobacco.
of course it was.
Yeah, I assumed.
We're in rare air, and we're having such a good time at this little dive bar. I don't even know where it is. Like, the place is tiny. And while we're sitting there shooting, Bobby Caldwell comes on. And you know that song, What You Won't Do.
Guess you wonder where I've been.
Oh, singing
that one. Oh, I did. And then, of course,
to find a love within.
And then, P joined in, and then, I came back to let you know.
And then here comes Josh Barnett. Got a thing for you.
And then we're
all... can leg me, the Kush God, Josh Barnett. We got this group of guys, and we're all singing along.
Like, turns around like,
my friends wonder what is wrong with me.
What's going on back there?
Days.
Yeah.
And we were there singing all together.
Bobby Caldwell.
Right on. I wish that somebody had a camera to capture that moment in time.
Only in our mind.
It only exists up here.
The way it used to be, old school.
That one night.
Salute, my friend.
Now it's on camera. At least part of the group.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm with it. That was a legendary night, man.
That was epic night, dude. I tell that story every now and then.
And then turning back to sneakers.
Time it comes on.
We went to the sneaker warehouse after that. And I went and proceeded to spend an embarrassing amount of money on sneakers. And then
I had a couple boxes, and P's like, man, why are you getting two? You're only going to wear them like once a year anyway. I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I put one down, bought the other one, and I went to ship it back with his stuff. And
just put it with mine. Just ship it out of my house.
Yeah. It's like, you're going to ship these, right? You're not going to take these on the plane, and I'm worried about carry-on. Yeah, ship mine with his. And then he gave them away.
Let me explain.
We were running hard that night.
Let me explain, man.
By the time we made it to the house, it was like, where did these come from?
I get this box with all these sneakers, and I put them in the closet, and then I came back to them, and I'm going through them, and I'm like, where did I get these 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Why do I have
Yeah,
these?
I wear 11s, but I can pull off a 10 and a half in a 3, Jordan 3. Okay, they're 10 and a half. All right. I wear them a little snug. It's a 3 for crying out loud.
Why do I have them? I don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea why I have them. I couldn't. Did I buy these by mistake? Did I?
Yeah.
So I told Asif, my little brother Asif. I'm like, hey Asif, I got these cool ass J's, man. Here's a gift, man. I love you, little bro. Yeah.
Also, Asif got him.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is months later, by the way. And it just
Months have gone by.
Yeah.
And he's wondering, like, man, what happened to my kicks?
He called me up about something. We were talking for a little bit, and as we're wrapping up the call, I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, I need to swing by, man. You got some of my kicks. You're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the 3s, the cement white 3s, like, those were yours. Oh, I can hear on the phone, I can hear like the, oh no, go off like the whole
Dude,
realization.
I just gave your
literally
shoes away.
that day, earlier that day, he's like, I just gave those away.
I gave
I
you
owe you. He's like, dude, you don't owe me. I was going to consider it like, like an experience tax. Because we had a blast that night. I was sending pictures of the warehouse we were into. Rich Burmaster, VP matchmaker for Fury FC. He's a sneaker guy.
Shout out to Rich.
And I was trying to get him to come on the trip with me, but he couldn't make it. But I sent him. I was like, oh my god, dude. Have fun, have a blast, wish I was there kind of a thing. But dude, that warehouse was impressive.
But it was. But you know what? You know who made everything all right? Because I felt awful about giving his shoes away. And I was like, I gotta make this right. I gotta make this right. So I hit up a friend of mine, because I'm connected. I sent a DM to this guy named Chino.
Space City Chino
Space City
strikes
Collective.
again.
And I sent a photograph.
Latency.
Hey, Chino, I need a little help with these sneakers right here. And I told him the story. Can you take care of these for Wayne, and then I'll take care of it. And he took care of it. Everything was taken care of. And if you pay attention to the feet,
and then there they are.
Okay.
There they are. So
voila.
the replacement, I don't know if Ryan can get that. He's a pretty.
Got him. We got him.
He's pretty efficient on the hard cam there.
Yeah, no, he's good.
So yeah, man, and it just so happens these are the first J's I ever owned. This style, this colorway, back in 1980 something. And yeah. In junior high, first pair I owned, and I was telling P whenever I got them, I was like, man, I think I told you I was emotional. Emotional was the wrong word. I wasn't like tearing up, but it was very nostalgic. Like I remember me and my dad being at the mall, and my dad was a cowboy. He wore boots, and he didn't understand a pair of sneakers that cost $100+. He's like, I'll do it, but one of these days you're gonna have a son, and you better buy him this shit whenever he wants it. Don't you argue with him. So, shout out Space City Chino, shout out MVP, shout out Josh Barnett, and all the homies on that trip. Full circle moment, right here, Space City Collective, and the J's on my feet.
Right on.
Man, you see the life we live?
Wayne, let me ask you,
Luckiest fan in the room.
do you have any questions for MVP?
Man, so we talk pretty frequently. So honestly, I really can't say that I have any questions for him because, we rebook the territories over adult beverages all the time. But I've got a friend here with me who does have a question. Please welcome in my buddy, Fury FC heavyweight prospect to the UFC, and he's main eventing April 12th.
Escapade that we got for you.
Escapade at Imagine Venues. You want to be there. The answer, Terrance Chatman.
Yeah, right.
He's making his way. Y'all can make some noise. Y'all can clap.
Man, don't be
Hey, we're not fighting on the set right now.
You might come out there and start
Hey,
doing
he might start knocking people out. We don't want that. Space City sponsored athlete, Terrance the Answer Chatman.
What up?
Now, we were talking.
Hold on, I got to make a very important statement right now.
Let's go.
My son, VIP, has made it very clear to me that this is his favorite Fury fighter.
There's a lot of people.
And that's because he had, like we were talking about earlier about Mike Tyson. You get in the ring and don't blink or you miss it. Bombs away.
All business.
Bombs away.
21 seconds. 21 seconds.
Yeah, if you ain't coming correct, you going correct.
For sure.
Anyways, we were talking offset earlier, and you had a question for MVP. I wanted to let you have the floor.
It's the question I asked you the other day. What was going on with the jump shot thing with you and Matt Hardy?
So
That little.
all right.
That fadeaway was nice. And
Ryan, can we get a grade on the form?
let Ryan. We got thumbs up.
Thumbs up, 10 out of 10.
10, 10.
All right, okay.
All right, so that day, Matt Hardy and I had the rivalry, the competition, I'm better than you, and we would compete at everything. And it was really funny, because earlier that morning, I trained arms at the gym. I didn't know that we were doing the basketball thing that afternoon. I didn't know, you know. So my arms all pumped and swole. And then
Making excuses.
Yeah.
No, well, it's legit because we're doing afternoon rehearsals for this, and like I can't shoot. My execution is off, and Vince, of all people, Vince actually comes over and goes, you can't play basketball, can't you? Yeah, Vince, all can play basketball.
Oh, man, I'm not touching that one.
Ryan, take it out, Ryan.
No, come on, man.
But
I would hope so.
we did the afternoon rehearsal for everything, and then we knew that Matt was going to do the deal in there with the ball, but I knew that as a heel, as a bad guy, I can't lose. So I intentionally missed the first layup to get the crowd to but then I went and I hit that dunk because I knew I could hit the dunk. That I knew I could do. Back then I could still dunk. I still had
Look at Ryan off camera. Like, he's asking me, is this fact? Is this true? He's fact checking as
Go back and watch it. It's there. I dunked. It wasn't pretty, but I still had some ups. I dunked it. But then, because I had the old Rhythm Nation headset on, and I walked all the way back to the top of the key. Well, there was no key, but where the top of the key was, and now I went a little back further. And then I said something that I won't repeat it because it was in poor taste, but it got past the censors back then.
I'm gonna go back and watch
something
I love those.
about Kobe teaching me.
Oh yeah.
How to shoot.
Yeah.
And I leaned back and I let it rock. I let it fly. Because I knew if I missed it, I'm a heel. I can make all the excuses, all these ain't my shoes, or saying, but if I nail it, we money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went back, and Ryan, you should watch this because you could learn something, Mr. Ball. And I walked several feet past where I thought the top of the three-point line would be, and I let it rock. Pop the net. All SmackDown in front of, 5,000, 10,000 people, whatever it was.
No pressure.
And of course, I just went, bowling!
Some slight.
Well, some. So, and then of course, that was, Matt Hardy comes out, we're supposed to play one-on-one, and he hits me in the head with the basketball, and he goes and, people, Matt Hardy beat you playing basketball. How did he beat me playing basketball? He fouled me with the ball.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. And then, I'll shoot circles around Matt Hardy.
He was already at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You've never lost to Matt Hardy.
I've never lost to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy has never beaten me at anything.
For the record.
Officially.
For the record.
There's not a ball at the sporting goods store they could buy that Matt Hardy could beat me playing.
And no version of Matt Hardy
No
could
version.
ever.
The 1, 2, 3 ever.
Delete?
What about delete? Yeah. What about the delete?
No, I'm undeletable. I'm
So
undeletable.
2026, we can see a MVP versus Matt Hardy on the court soon.
No, but you might see Matt Hardy's son versus my son.
There you go.
You might see Wolfie versus VIP. That might be there.
It'd be cool if they team first.
Well, they would have to.
Yeah,
They would have to
there's a
team up
story there.
first,
There's a
right.
story there. I like
and then have the split. So that would be the. You ready for that? You ready?
April 12th?
Been ready.
April 12th, man.
And I've
gonna be
just
violent.
received word he's fighting 30-fight veteran and another Fury veteran, Myron Dennis.
Yeah.
He's speaking earlier about presentation and all that. Dude, he's a showman. He's always got a hot entrance, and he's a finisher. He's a pretty tough guy. So Terrance Chatman's going to have his hands full on April the 12th. Come see.
So they say.
Come see if he's got the answer for Myron Dennis.
Terrance Chatman was going to have his hands full, but Myron's going to have his mouth full of leather.
We will see.
Leather.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Look, bam, look at that, bam. Look,
Oh yeah,
You gotta keep it with me.
Fury glove, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Oh, we got-
only the cool kids have those.
And we got an Adidas.
Only
brother that-
21 knockouts.
For my
Only
good
21
buddy
second
Marcus at
knockouts can
Loaded
get that.
Pistols.
Yeah.
hold on, Dwayne is admiring your Adidas because he's a fellow
Some
Adidas.
slight, some
Hey,
slight.
my guy.
Some shell toes, something slight.
My brother.
Hey, no, I got like 15 pairs of shell toes. I don't wear them like I used to.
Can't go wrong with the shell
Shell
toes.
toe, that's a forever classic. Forever
right?
classic.
It's like Air Force Ones. So
Exactly.
It's always
Exactly.
gonna be in style.
As a matter of fact, I remember coming back to Houston when I first moved out here, and I was bumping that Paul Wall, and I heard him say, "Still tripping with the ice white shell toe." Like, woo! So
So that triggered you. He said that's
yeah,
old school memory.
I had to tighten up on my shell toes, man. Like, ice white shell toes. So All right, what we doing, man?
Also, touching up on that subject y'all had earlier about the wrestlers wearing Jordans and stuff, what about like the collabs? Like LA Knight wears like the 12 boots. They're like boots, but they look like
Jordans.
Jordans.
A couple of weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
LA Knight, you can see the
He wears Jordans, but they're boots.
Inspired, yes, on his boots. Looks great.
Because if you think back when John Cena first switched over from Ruthless Aggression to the new version, he had boots that were made like Adidas.
Yeah.
He tried that for a little while before he switched to actual sneakers. So
Did he switch to pumps?
originally that's what he had, the Reebok pumps, because he would do the
Yeah, that would be a whole thing, pump them up.
Remember that? Yeah.
yeah. I remember he's like,
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Been a long time. Also, who would you have as your top 5 greats of the all generation?
all
Five?
time.
All time, top 5.
All time? Damn,
All
dude.
time.
Ryan, we run out of battery life back
You
there.
can't have
We're here
yourself
another
in it
hour.
as well.
No, I don't consider me as an all-time.
Nah, you're all-time great.
I don't, but
All-time great.
man, see, we had this. We just had this conversation recently.
Yeah,
about,
with your boss.
yeah, with Tony Khan, we had this discussion. See, I
Kind of have to include Ric Flair.
I would say Ric Flair would definitely have to be one.
1 to 5 in no particular order.
You want to start
We
with
don't have to.
Give us your 5. Start running.
You gotta have Ric Flair. You gotta have.
And I'm having a hard time holding these gators down.
And I don't know what those cost Tony Schiavone. I'd be ashamed to wear them.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got Ric Flair. You've gotta have Andre. Andre has to be on there. He's a mountain of a man. He's got to be on your Mount Rushmore. Greatest attraction of all time. Maybe besides the Undertaker. I know Undertaker's there. You gotta have Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yep. You gotta have The Rock. And I'm gonna get some heat on this one. I feel like you have to have the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Wait! No,
All right, guys.
Come back!
All right, guys, thanks for joining us on episode 50 of Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze. We'll see you next week.
Based only on, in-ring performance only, I knew that would garner that reaction, but don't hate the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. There's plenty of other greats that you can include, but just freestyling off the top of my head.
Okay.
There's
All right,
top 5.
let me run it
Pull
down.
Hogan out, put Macho in there.
Let me run it down. You said Flair, Andre, Stone Cold, The
Macho,
Rock, Hulk Hogan. All right. Okay. I'll give mine real quick.
Run it.
Please.
He's on set. It's gonna be real quick. MVP. Number 3, MVP. Number 4, MVP. Were we doing a top 5?
Yeah,
top 5?
Yeah.
MVP. All right.
Whoa.
Who's next?
Wow.
Who's
Dylan.
Great answer, Steve Swayze. I love it.
D. Swayze said, I'm sitting in this co-host chair forever.
for life? They ain't getting me out of here.
And I'm never getting called back.
Let me make a note of this, Wayne.
Damn.
As I said in the Hurt Business song with Wale, DZA, and West Side Gun, somebody throw up the X because I'm taking it home. I only rock with red and yellow if it's Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got that memory, too. Dallas, Texas. After that black tie event.
And in the immortal words of the great Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, you got pong. Anyway.
You gotta have Shawn Michaels.
Bouncer Jabroni.
Shawn Michaels?
You gotta have Shawn Michaels up there.
See, my
You gotta
issue
have
with
Shawn
Shawn Michaels is he don't look like he can whoop nobody to me.
But he did.
I never believed in him. I never looked at that dude.
Because he's a sexy boy.
He's one of the greatest.
Wait a minute, I'm a sexy. I'm big. I can't invest. While I will acknowledge that he is without question one of the all-time greats. He's not in my top 5.
Can you do the dance?
I won't do the dance. I can, but I won't.
Oh,
Hey, for
that's
your
sexy
entrance,
red.
when you're fighting Myron Dennis on April the 12th, can we see it then? Possibly.
We could possibly see
Oh, but
something like that.
are you a sexy boy?
For sure.
Hey, we'll ask his wife offset over here.
Oh no! Does he do the dance at home? Does it?
So you
I
got
can do it, I just won't do it.
to the sexy
Yeah.
red.
He didn't say
To the
he could.
sexy
He
red.
said he
With the sexy red.
I throw a little sexy red in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. So who you got, P?
I got okay. For me, of course, in no particular order, I have to put the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, the great one, The Rock. To me, that dude is that dude. And I put him above most. Again, Stone Cold.
Okay.
You can't go without Stone Cold. Stone Cold helped revitalize pro wrestling in his own. Because I'm a massive fan of Japanese wrestling, for me, you have to go with Chino. And if you don't know about Chino, you need to go look him up because that is one of the coolest people ever to grace a wrestling ring. I am Chino. Goddamn. Look it up. Japanese wrestling, a little strong style in there, Irish twist.
That run he had in WCW was so underwhelming. They could have utilized him so much better.
Well, you know, he told me a great story when I was in Japan. Check this out. He won the NWA title at the same time that Ron Simmons won the WCW Heavyweight Championship.
God, what a great memory that was.
And what he told me was, just to give you an idea of how terrible fans can be, because you had a black and Japanese champion, ratings went down. And then, you know, they ended up having to move the belts around and ratings went back up. You know, so there's a whole nother conversation with that. But again, I'm gonna swerve everybody right here. And I'm gonna tell you something that you guys aren't thinking about. For me, Kurt Angle.
All right, number 4, Kurt Angle. All right.
Kurt Angle. Because Kurt Angle
he had that pull for the crowd too.
Everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle could wrestle as good as anyone. He could cut a promo as good as anyone.
He could do
with a broken freaking neck.
He could do everything but throw Shane O'Mac through a glass.
Hey. Man, hey.
He landed on his head like 4 times in that fight.
Come on, man, some slack.
He's like, we're gonna do this part. I don't care what we gotta do to get this done. You're going through this glass.
You're going through this glass. I don't care how many times it takes.
Look, I mean, we got to put some of that responsibility. We pulled the curtain back. Shane O'Mac could have got a better jump on that. He could have, like, you know.
I'm not gonna knock Shane O'Mac
He could
because
have worked a little better on that.
But when you're dealing with props,
you go on.
Sometimes
he went
things
high. He should have went further out. But that's just me.
Okay, but you know, when you're dealing with props, sometimes things don't go the way they're supposed to. Going back to Japanese wrestling, if you're familiar with Japanese wrestling and you see the Japanese tables and you see people getting smashed through Japanese, sometimes those Japanese tables don't want to do the job and they won't break. They refuse to break. And that can be a problem sometimes. So I'm not going to blame Shane O'Mac. As a matter of fact, I will tell you this. I know for an absolute fact that Shane O was one of the ones telling Kurt,
do it again.
Yeah, I saw the
for sure.
interview.
So
hey, don't hear something I'm not saying. I'm not blaming Shane. I'm just saying he bears a little bit of the responsibility.
So you're saying them J's could have got him a little bit more height on that jump?
What are you wearing them for? If you're not going to get that extra leverage,
you got to jump a little bit.
Jump.
Jump.
Come on.
But then again, you know the saying about that, they can't jump. So
who is they?
I'm just gonna say that.
Those people.
Man.
Those people.
Man.
That crowd of people.
Calling us Woody Harrelson over here. One of the greatest movies of all time.
All right.
Oh,
guys.
man.
I am getting flagged on time, guys. We got to get to your your number 5P, and then we got to let the champ get in here and get his 5 in.
Okay. And finally, number 5. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hold on 1 second as I make my...
That's how you know the small batches. Yeah. 18 years. 18 years, yeah. Cream of the crop.
What's your 5?
Well, I'm more of a new generation than y'all, so I gotta have Undertaker at the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's not a terrible answer.
That at all. Yeah, that's
a terrible answer.
okay.
Stone Cold.
Okay.
I gotta put John Cena up there.
Okay.
It's fair.
Okay.
He had a longer run than anybody we mentioned.
What about Goldberg? We just
Not Goldberg. Probably my all-time favorite besides MVP is Jeff Hardy. So
Jeff, all right.
I would have Jeff Hardy up there.
Jeff Hardy's my guy.
I love Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy.
I can't.
Dot.
I just want to say for the record, I beat Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. I beat both of them.
That's why I had you above
I'm
them.
just saying, okay.
That's why I had you.
I've beaten both of them. And just for the record, I could beat them both at the same damn time. But anyway, moving right along. Man, I am looking forward
April the
to
12th.
seeing you knock somebody out.
It's gonna be a lot of violence.
We are going to give those 2 tickets away today to Fury.
Hey, are we gonna be in the building April 12th?
We certainly can be.
I would hope so.
If I'm here, you're here.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
We might be able to make that happen.
Can we,
Ryan.
This is my hookup for Fury.
We might be able to make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think
I've been trying to get Swayze to come out for a minute. Every
Me
time
too.
I see him,
Hey.
but he's busy.
he's a family man.
Dad, it's
Hey.
Sunday. I mean, come on, man.
Bring the kids. It's family friendly. It's family
It
friendly.
really
For what you about to do? No, we're not.
They want to see that. They're gonna want to see
Oh,
that.
you should see Camden. Like, yo, come on. Oh, he's there. Yeah, he's into
All
it.
right.
Yeah, for their
21
first,
seconds?
For their first
21
fight,
seconds.
maybe don't bring him out to Chatman's violence. Maybe let's ease him into it.
Okay.
No violence. is
Just
what
rip the Band-Aid off?
Yeah, just get him there at the start, and then by the time the end comes, he'll be ready for what's coming.
Man.
He'll be ready for what's coming.
Right.
Is that a wrap?
I think we made it.
With the X in
Episode
the air,
50.
time to go home?
Episode 50 is in the books.
Episode 50's in the books.
Episode 50.
And look,
Man,
and this bottle's almost in the books too.
Yeah.
we put away more than 50% of that.
For episode 50, you gotta do the famous MVP stance. You gotta hit
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Let me see it.
We're gonna take it home.
Champ, what are you doing, champ?
No, I got you.
You gotta hit that famous MVP.
Hey, he wants to be put in the
Right
playmaker.
on, here we go.
Yeah.
Space Cowboy, we're out of here.
That was great. That was great.
And cut.
And that's a wrap. So I got my man. There's no way I was gonna leave here today without spending some money. I wanted to. I really did. But like, I have a problem.
He has a problem.
I have a problem. And I saw the first pair that I want to get already. I already saw them.
What's this?
These are the Jordan 5s Easter edition. Check out that bottom.
This actually glows in the dark.
My man knows what he wearing for Easter already.
And I like my Sprite Easter egg pink. 12, size 12?
Size 12,
Boom.
right
Okay, I'm
here.
going to take these in 12.
Okay. Travis Scott's. These came out today.
Woo!
That is beautiful.
This is Travis Scott's signature shoe, Jumpman Jacks, official, Nike, Travis Scott.
Nikes of some sort.
Of some sort.
Of some sort.
Size 12.
I'll take these.
Bag it up.
Yeah. And what else?
I know you're looking at some over here.
Yeah, because like it's funny how much it like I have these and I have these and I have these. No, I don't have these.
That's a 13.
No, I have the I have the powder blue 4s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All blue force.
That powder blue.
Yeah, the UNC.
Right.
Supreme.
Oh, that's fire.
Look at these right here. I'm gonna have to get some attire too, man. I gotta get something to go with this. Supreme. Yeah.
Real, like
These
art
dope.
right there.
Yeah, right. Now, what were you telling me about each one of these?
They all different because they get a piece of canvas and then they cut it and make it into the shoe. So all the none of them are the same. You know?
Yeah.
So one of one, like me.
Half man, half maid.
Take those on this.
Yo, yeah, I definitely want these.
We got Gamma Blues. I don't know if you like 11s like that.
I know you stayed in Florida for a while. The Boricuas, you know what I mean?
Orlando is no longer Orlando. It's San Juan North.
Gamma 11s. That's the
And I've seen you wrestle in a Kobe jersey before.
Yeah, but that was because I was forced to, not because I wanted to.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask about that.
No, I had to. They told me I had to.
Really?
Vince McMahon specifically told me I had to.
Interesting.
Now, my son got these.
Those are the Spider-Man
Yeah.
2.0s.
I thought he was going to wear them today, but he didn't. He opted for something else.
Fire Red 3, and it's a classic. You like 3s, right?
I have these.
That's my favorite 3.
Yeah. Do I have these 3s or 4s? No, I got these. I got these in 3s. Yeah.
Yo, it's okay.
I don't know, Dwayne. Maybe you should pull me out of here, man.
Nope. Get all of them.
Pull me out of here.
Every single one of these joints.
Get me out of here.
Bag them up. This is a classic too, super popular. Jordan 5 metallic.
But I had these and I got to get repaired.
Oh, that's right. The Fusion.
That part?
Yeah, no, I had. So here's the crazy part, right? I should have told us in the actual episode. I bought the originals, and the problem is not the reissue. The soles comes off. So I tried to repair it myself, and I screwed it up. So now I got to pay to have somebody who knows what they're doing actually put the soles back on. But I have. What are the ones I have with the
Fusion Air Force One 5?
Yeah.
Those haven't been released since then.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So I walked into a record store in LA and I was wearing them. The guy behind the counter goes, "Are those originals?" I said, "Yeah." Yo. I was like, yeah. I like when I get that reaction from my footwear.
That's my favorite 12.
Yes, sir.
Classic all gray, wolf gray. Those just came out. People are going crazy over those.
These are dope. Motherfuckers losing their minds on these, huh? I set up with a pair of these.
Ferrari.
Is that, with those Waynes?
No. I said wanted these, and I was able to pull some strings and get them. Is that Young Jeezy?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Okay, I need some apparel. Let me get some to match these shoes.
So far, this is what we got. I got good taste. Travis Scott, little classic Jordan 5, Supreme joints.
This is my selection for.
You got good flavor.
It's my selection for today. This is enough for today.
You can see kind of like mix it up.
Yeah, a few different looks, a few different styles. Because if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna buy like 10 pairs, and I promised myself I wasn't gonna do that today. I made myself a promise, so I think this is good today. I just need some apparel to match, and it's a wrap. So I got some shoes, but I had to get some apparel to go. So I'm gonna start with this. So I got these Supremes right here. Look how beautiful these are, right? Just to show you, I am a man of impeccable taste. Bam. That Kith with the Supremes. Come on, y'all kids gotta catch up.
You couldn't make that up.
Y'all gotta catch up.
You couldn't make that up.
And then, of course, I got hooked up with
the Fury collab.
With the Fury Space City collab. Because, I'm a huge fan of. Look at this. Vegeta versus Goku. Come on, man. If you know, you know.
Exactly.
And finally, because everyone knows I am a fan of the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, that Space City collab with the Brahma Bull. Go Texas. God bless Texas.
No, I'm not.
No, you can't leave.
Who was that you just knocked out? Was that?
It was like.
MVP in the house.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
MVP got good taste. Y'all see that, right?
You got the best taste. Let's go. Y'all said my guys.
Fun, fellas.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, man. I'm out.
Do or die. They're sending him a message like you're back on the prelims. All right, brother. All right, man. Good to see you, man.
I just lay back in something new. Whiskey 21 and over, low ball. Make it too neat. Dizzer from Harlem. Yeah, I'm from Houston, off of Fondren. Mike Mazan and real world flow. Plant these seeds in the streets and in weeks. Watch it blossom. Dark night, riding on chrome, swinging through Gotham. It's me and P. Repaving these roads, I feel like Cody. Shot a fiend the 8th, I heard his yell Kobe. I reserve the right. You get what you deserve. Enjoy this full circle moment as the turntables turn. Sharing pies call ace every time we serve. You fight a flight, bout to spike, hands off, still touching nerves. Y'all got the gall. I'm running this.
Subscribe to Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze. New episodes drop every Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern.